guys, Miss Garrison here coming at you with lesson 13.3. So if you have your packet in front of you, go ahead, open it up to page 748, and I'm going to get it pulled up on my screen too. All right. So today we are talking about writing numerical expressions. So let's go through our first practice problem up top. The school auditorium has 546 seats on the main floor and 102 in the balcony. Every seat is filled for all of the variety show performances. Write an expression that shows the calculations you could use to determine how many tickets were sold. So there's quite a bit of important information here. I'm going to go ahead and circle our numbers. So we have 546 seats the main floor, 102 in the balcony. Every seat is filled for all of the variety shows. And if we look over here at our poster, we see there are 1, 2, 3, 4 shows, and all seats are filled. So let's look down set B. Think about how you would calculate the total number of tickets. So first we're going to add that 546, those are the seats from the main floor, to the 102, the total, the seats from the balcony, and that would give us the total number of seats. Then, this is going to be a really important word that's going to pop up a lot in this lesson. Then multiply by the number of performances, which is 4. We found that from our poster. And then our last section down here, use numbers and symbols to write the numerical expression. So first, let me scroll down here. So we're going to write our expression for find 4 times the sum of. So we're going to first find the sum, 546 and 102, which we would write that as 546 plus 102. Then we're going to do 4 times the sum. So if this is our second step, we know we need to do this first. So since we're doing the addition, the sum first, that's why they put the parentheses on the outside. Then we'll do the 4 times. So this expression right here shows 4 times the sum of 546 and 102, which shows us the calculations for the total number of tickets sold. So let's go ahead and flip it over to the next page in your packet. So for you guys, it is page 749. It's got 3 little boxes down at the bottom. I'll pull it up. All right, so let's look up top, page 749. We have some practice problems. Number 3. Well, for 3 through 6, our directions tell us write a numerical expression for each calculation, like what we just did. So the first one, we are going to add 8 and 7 and then multiply by 2. So we know that the multiply by 2 is our second step. So this add 8 and 7 must be our first step. So we're going to put it in parentheses. So add tells us we're going to use a plus sign. So 8 plus 7. And then, so I'm putting my 8 plus 7 in parentheses. So I know I'm doing that first. Then multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. Ooh, big 2. Awesome. All right, number 4. Find triple the difference between 44 and 75 hundredths and 22 and 8 tenths. Okay, so find triple the difference between. All right, so let's go ahead and find triple. That means we're going to do 3 times. That'll give us triple. The difference between, difference is a keyword that tells us we are going to subtract. And I'm going to put this subtraction problem in parentheses so that we can find that difference first. 44 and 75 hundredths minus, so because we're finding that difference, 22 and 8/10. And that's what's going to be in our parentheses. Ooh, that decimal's a little high. That's okay. Make it a little bigger. All right, number 5. Multiply 4 times 7/8 and then, so I know I have to do that multiplication first, then add 12. So we're going to multiply. I'm putting my multiplication sign. 4 times 7/8. Okay, and then, so we're putting that multiplication in parentheses, showing we're doing that first. Then add 12. Awesome. And our last example up top, number 6, add 49 to the quotient of. Also, when we see the word of in this lesson, of is telling us that whatever we're finding the quotient of, or the product of, or the sum of, or the difference of, that needs to be done first. It kind of has a similar kind of directions as the word then. So add 49 to, so 49, we're adding it to the quotient of. So we're going to put in parentheses what we are finding the quotient of. Quotient tells us to divide. So we're doing 125 divided by 5 in order to get that quotient. So add 49 to 49 plus the quotient of 125 and 5. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and let me clear this out. Look down below. So this is the one that you are doing the practice problems for. So on your pacing guide, your directions tell you for this page, 749, you are picking 3 from 7 to 11. All you're doing is writing a numerical expression, just like we did above. Let's go ahead and look at the back side of this page. I want to take a look at the assessment problem, that first one. So number 17, right on the back side of that page. And let me zoom into it. All right, you have one like this on the next page. So we're going to do number 17 as an example. So which expression represents the following calculation? So they kind of already did the work that we were doing. We just have to say which one is the right one. So we want to represent subtract. So we know that's going to be the subtraction sign. 214 from 721. And then, so we know we're going to be doing this part first. Then divide by 5. Okay, so based on that word then, we know that subtraction must go in the parentheses. So I'm looking for one that has subtraction in the parentheses. Look, D is looking pretty good. This, we don't want the division in the parentheses. Okay, so subtract 214 from 721. 214 from 721. This one looks good. And then divide by 5. So then outside of the parentheses, what we'd be doing second is dividing by 5. So D is our best. Okay, try to bubble that in nice. So let's go through. A, we know wouldn't work because this is 721 divided by 214. That's not what we're trying to do. And then C wouldn't work. That's 721 divided by 5. We weren't trying to do that. Okay, B also wouldn't work. Even though they say the same things, B and D, B doesn't have the parentheses. So if we were solving B with the order of operations, you would actually be doing the division part first, and that's going to give us a different answer. So it's important that we pay attention to that keyword then. Okay, then tells us we have to have those parentheses because we have to have that difference first. All right, and for this lesson, you guys on the next page of your packet are going to be doing numbers 1 through 6. So you're writing numerical expressions for each calculation. And then on the back of that, you are also going to be doing number 13, which is just like number 17 we did. So happy mathing. Let us know if we can help you answer any questions. Take care. See you on the next video.